Hello and greetings from Mauritius. Just a great opportunity to be with you, and we're just now launching this new webinar process. And Ken's just going to take us through some initial stages, and then I'll come back in just a second. But hello and greetings from Mauritius.
Fantastic. Hi, guys. It's really nice to be able to connect with you. And we know for a fact that this is going to be an awesome platform. So I want to say thank you to Natalie and to Dee for recommending it. Previously, we used Skype a lot, and Penny and I would chat to people on Skype around the country. And we discovered that we were repeating ourselves over and over and over. So the whole idea is that we'd be able to discuss issues, have meetings, run training, maybe even show the plan. This time, not using Skype, but using Zoom. Now, Zoom is a platform, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So you've now come onto the Zoom platform. Obviously, there are a couple of things that you can do. And one of the things that you're going to find that Zoom can do, which Skype does not do, is we can record the meeting. So we're actually recording it. And that means you can play it to your group, or you can listen to it a couple of times. Or if you happen to miss a meeting, you can always catch up on the meeting. So that's the first one. The second one that I find very, very useful about Zoom is that you can write notes. And you'll see that there is a chat room there. You can log onto that or click onto that, and then you can type in notes and stuff like that. With Zoom, what I can do is I can switch your video and your microphone on and off. And what we've done is we've switched off all the other participants over here. So the essence is that you'll just see me, but you can type and you can then communicate with us. So if you have any questions, we can answer that and stuff like that. And then the big benefit is that Zoom is free. It's absolutely free. And we'll talk about that in a moment. So let's get straight into the presentation. You can see I've got a background there. Now that is a screen share, and that is brilliant. Skype doesn't do that, but with Zoom, you can actually do screen shares, and that's fantastic and very, very useful. You know that we have a business in South Africa. In fact, we have Amway businesses around the world. But in particular, we need to be able to talk to people in all of these areas. And our organization stretches to the borders of South Africa and then beyond. So Zoom is a perfect platform for that. And we're going to encourage you to learn how to use this tool so that you can talk to your business. Doesn't matter whether they're in Cape Town or Johannesburg or Namibia or Gaborone or someplace like that. Now, the platform that we're using here is a video conferencing platform, and it's very easy to access and it's very easy to use. If you can use Skype, then you can use this. It's very, very simple. You may want to go through the process of looking at some of the tutorials that Zoom have got on their website, and instead of me teaching you how to do it, Zoom's got it. You can just go there, how to use it. I think the tutorial is only about 5 minutes long, and once you've got your head around it, it is fantastic. At a later stage, you may want to start using some of the pay platforms like Webinar Jam and GoToMeeting. But Zoom and the webinar world is a trend. People are using it around the world, and I use it for my own training company where we can actually talk to our clients, or we can do sales meetings and things like that directly from Zoom. And in this instance, hey guys, we're in Mauritius. So what a pleasure. I'm going to ask Penny just to come into the picture now, and she's going to share a couple of thoughts with you. So sit back, enjoy your coffee or whatever it is that you're going to have as a beverage while you're watching the webinar, and over to Penny.
Hey guys, I've got about 5 points that I want to share with you this morning. And the first one is that, is the Amway business in South Africa working, and is it worth it? Well, we just want to share with you categorically that it's definitely working. We've been averaging not less than 30,000 rands income per month over the last 6 months at least. We've been earning regular payments from Amway since 2004, 2005. So definitely it is working. And, you know, if you actually had to work out what that amount of money would have to be that we would have to have saved at 5% interest per annum, I think it's something in the region of 7 million rand plus. So, you know, that's really a tidy little income coming in every month. And the big thing is that it's recurring. So it's coming in every month. Once you've done the work and you've set it up correctly, this is money that's coming in every single month, every year. So I really want to encourage you to take it seriously and get this done, because wow, where can it go in the future for you? We're going to be doubling our income now this year, and over the next couple of years, we're building a crown business. So check my t-shirt, yay. So this is our big focus, and we really want to invite you to do the same. And point number 2 is, who wants to be a millionaire? Now, everybody normally assumes that being a millionaire is all about the money. And a lot of you listening to this, just in terms of your rand value for your property right now, you are already more than a millionaire. But being a millionaire is also very much about achieving your financial plan and your financial goals. And for Ken and myself, we've definitely reevaluated what's really, really important to us. And one of the top values that we have is spending time with family and friends. And to do that, we need a flexibility of our time. And we need to just know that our monthly expenses is something that we don't have to worry about every second of every day. And definitely Amway has been able to solve that for us. And we really want to encourage you to work out for yourself what your highest values are and what your financial plan needs to be geared to. And it's no use just having a plan if you don't know where you're going. So you need to be clear, this is the amount of money that I need to put together for now, or for education, or for travel, or for retirement, whatever it is, so that you know exactly what you're working towards. So the third thing is, it takes work. A lot of people come up to us and, we explain what we're doing and how we kind of like changed our lifestyle, etc. And they say, wow, you're so lucky, you lakeside in Cape Town and you beachside, seaside in Mauritius, how do you do that? I wish I were you, kind of thing. And, there's no luck involved. It's work, it's making a decision and then doing the work. But the work with Amway is really great work. If you consider what you need to do with your Amway business, there are two things. Number one, you need to get really good at selling the Amway products. So getting to know the Amway products and getting passionate about the ones that really work for you and that you really believe in, that's got to be focus number one. Number two is sharing the value of the business, the Amway business, with others so that they can understand and see the benefits of the Amway business for themselves and for their own families. And if you can do this work on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, you are going to start getting results. And what are the results that you need in the Amway business? You need customers who are regularly purchasing from you, and you need other members of your team that are also building their own Amway business. So what we recommend is just be consistent and persistent. What you do every day is what really counts at the end of the day. And if you're just adding one new customer and one new frontline every week, you are going to build such an awesome business. And if we look at where we are right now in the end of May 2017, if you just did that for June, July, August, September, by the time we get back, I bet you that you're either 21% already or you're well on your way towards getting 21% done and dusted behind you. So number four is just share the success stories. There are so many success stories, and we've just noted over the last couple of years the amazing success that we're having in the mass market, for example. People that had absolutely no money, seriously, nothing at all, and even battling to have food on the table, they now are paying for all their monthly expenses, plus they're able to save. And some of them have significant saving accounts. Seriously, we need to be impressed with what they've accomplished. Let's just start sharing those kind of stories. And, it's not just in the mass market, but we have also doctors and people that have resources and education behind them, and they're adding a significant additional income stream into their portfolio by developing their Amway businesses, and they're able to use that for projects or international travel or things that they just needed that extra money for, or that extra margin, just so that you can start, paying off the debt. So as I finish up, your point number 5 is you are not alone, and I'm going to hand back to Ken here just to talk about that in some more detail. And really, I just want to encourage you, use the resources that are available to you, and encourage your team to make use of their resources. Amway globally is pulling out all the stops to make sure that we have everything that we need at our fingertips in terms of product demonstrations, leadership training. In fact, I was just looking at the UK website the other day, and they're even introducing Amway Toastmasters Club. Yes, can you believe it? That's something we can look at by the end of the year. And there's been a great new list just come out from Amway UK of their top recommended books. And a couple of these, like 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or Personality Plus, you may be familiar with already, but there's quite a few books here that you definitely want to get hold of. And let's start putting our own resources together of downloadable books so that we can make sure that we all have access to this information for free, so that we can build a truly, truly profitable Amway business. So at this stage, I'm going to hand back to Ken, who's just going to take us through some of the awesome support that's available to all of us, and most of it's for free. Okay, Ken.
Okay, so guys, this is something that we brought from South Africa, because when we thought of coming to Mauritius, we thought, who could do this? It's almost impossible. And people would look at us and they'd wonder whether we were actually crazy or nuts being as free as we are. But it is true to say, it always seems impossible until it's done. So Penny and I obviously have goals that we are working towards. We wouldn't be continuing with our Amway business if we didn't have some goals. And you know that our goal is Crown. And I love Penny's shirt. I think it's absolutely awesome. We all need one of those. A Crown shirt, and there we go, a real Crown shirt. And some of you know the diamond sign when we used to go, we've got to go diamond, got to go diamond. So now we've got a new sign, got to go Crown, got to go Crown. And that's going to be the goal. So we'll be talking to you about structuring your business for a Crown goal as opposed to a diamond goal. So it's Crown, not diamond. Diamond is just a hop and a skip away when you're putting your Crown business together. So where do we get the resources from? And that's an important thing. Penny was talking about the fact that Amway provides a lot of this material for us. So let me run you through 1 or 2 things that you may want to think of. First one is this. Those of you that know me know that my background was I was in the forces for many years. And I didn't have parents that were in business. I knew nothing about business. I'd never been on any business courses or anything like that. So after working for about 15 years, I started my first business, and I made lots of mistakes, but I also made quite a lot of money. And a lot of that was fortuitous. But I realized something is that I might be a brilliant trainer and communicator, which I am. It's a God-given talent, thank you, Lord. And I've got this really nice voice, which is a God-given talent. But what do you do with it? That's the big question. So I needed to learn about finance, admin, legal. I needed to learn about accounting. I needed to learn about marketing, promotions, advertising, sales. I needed to learn about human resources, people issues. Needed to learn all of that type of stuff. Needed to learn about negotiation and conflict handling. And those skills are skills that you're going to find that you're going to need in your Amway business, but you're also going to find that you need those skills in life itself. So whatever you learn in your Amway business, you can apply anywhere in life. And that has been one of the biggest benefits for me. Learning these skills in an environment where you can actually practice them and try them out. And I often say to people that Amway is not the only business in the world. It's a jolly good business, and for us, that's one of the reasons we can live in Mauritius. So I'm going to encourage every single person, whenever we see them, to focus on developing yourself. In the Amway context, they're saying, grow yourself, and you can grow it in an environment where there's somebody that will help you and guide you and issues like that. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to suggest that you grow yourself in is learn to use social media. Start with Skype if you want to, but then get your head around Zoom. And Zoom, as we mentioned, there's tons of information on Zoom, on the Zoom website. There are videos, tutorials. You can actually have somebody from the States will contact you so that you can Zoom with them. And here's the absolute key, and Penny was just talking about, it's free. It's free. And because we operate around South Africa, we're also able to operate outside South Africa, but not just out of Africa, at least not just in Africa, but out of Africa. So we have Amway businesses elsewhere in the world. And how do you communicate with them? Zoom. This is going to be a Zoom recorded event, and then we can make it available for those who are sleeping currently. Now, wow, isn't that amazing? There's one that's come up at the bottom here, Skype meeting that's come up from Nazim. And Nazim is in St. Petersburg in Russia, and he's part of our Amway group. Now, Nazim was actually responsible for telling us about Skype calls. We'd heard about it before, but what Nazim does is he works in St. Petersburg and phones his South African clients using a South African number. It's just brilliant. So you could do the same. You can speak to people around the world using Skype calls. and so forth. Now, the next thing I want to quickly chat to you about is, where do you get useful information from? We have an Amway business, and on Amway's website in South Africa, they have an Amway Academy. And the Amway Academy is freely available to anybody that wants to go through startups or product training and things like that. So there's a lot of learner-driven material that you can use on the Amway website, but also do webinars. And you can actually log on to the webinar and you can get live training from Amway from time to time. So we strongly urge you to use the Amway website and the Amway training platforms that are available. There's other materials such as YouTube material. Now, this fellow, Patrick Bet-Davids, runs this channel called Valuetainment. And Valuetainment has, as you can see, hundreds of videos. They're short, they're impactful, they're useful, they are brilliant. I love Patrick Bet-Davids' material. And I just recently, this morning, watched something on his opinion of network marketing versus pyramids. Very useful to watch. Good to get your head around. And it's free. You can use it as often as you want to, when you want to. You can use it for training other people, and you can encourage people throughout your Amway business to go onto the Amway website and to go onto channels like this. And then there are publications. So Penny mentioned there's a list here of books that you can get from Amway in the UK. But this is one of the books that has influenced me hugely. I didn't know how to sell, and I didn't know how to deal with rejection. So this book, Go for No, it's exactly what it did. It provided me with a mechanism to deal with when people say no. Now, this has been very, very useful, not just in our Amway business, but my traditional business as well, my training company. And whenever somebody says no to me, I go, yay, thank you. I'm one step closer to yes. So I'll start wrapping up now, and just to say that you've got an Amway business that you can grow around the country. You can go outside of the borders of South Africa. You can go outside of the borders of Africa. You can literally, as I mentioned, we have contacts around the world. And you can now communicate with them using some of the tools that are available. So I want to just end off by saying that this is the first of our training sessions or our online meetings. We're going to have a number of sessions in the next couple of weeks. We will notify you of them. I'm going to ask Penny just to do a wrap up now, because these tools are available. And there's no reason why you can't run your Amway business from your lounge, your bedroom, off your cell phone. There's no reason why you can't do that. And at the same time, you're going to grow your own competencies and skills, which are going to be incredibly useful in either your career or your business or wherever you might be. So from me to you, I'm going to hand over to my co-presenter now, ladies and gentlemen, Benny Jones.
Guys, and just to say goodbye, and it was just great connecting. Don't forget that Wednesday is month end for the month of May, and I'll be in touch with all of you personally that are working on goals. And yeah, be in touch with us. There's no excuse. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your stories, and wishing you all success. Much love. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. We look forward to being part of your success. Thanks, my friends. Bye-bye now.